So hello everyone. So in previous video we understand about the volume concept. In this video we will continue and which practically we are going to see how to create a volume. So once we'll open a Databricks, right, what actually we'll do, we'll go to the workspace and we will create one notebook. So this is the practical one. We have created already one notebook, right? This is the practical one. If you haven't created a notebook, click on the create, click on the notebook, then the notebook will be created. So click on the this particular notebook. Now here we will see how to create a volume. So in a volume there are two types of the volume. So both the volumes we are going to understand here. So let's do one by one. So first we will understand about the manage volume. There are two types of volume we can create, and second is the external volume. Second is the external volume. Syntax is very simple. How to create a volume? What you have to write? Create volume and the volume name. So where you want to create. So generally we create a volume in the catalog only, right? So what actually we'll do, in the left side you can see we have a catalog. In this catalog we have a one data div catalog we have created. If you haven't created a catalog, click on the plus, click on the create a catalog, and you can give a catalog name, then the catalog will be created. So we already have created this data div catalog. Under this data div catalog you will get a by default one default DB. This is the DB. So what actually we are going to do, we are going to create a one volume here in a data div catalog. In a default DB we are going to create a volume. So let's do that. How to create a volume? So the syntax is very simple. Create volume, and then you have to give the where you want to create a volume. So I want to create into the data div catalog dot default, and I want to give the name as a create volume data div. This is the catalog name, this is the DB name, and this is the what is the volume name. So let me give the volume name as a practical. So this is the volume I want to create. Shift and enter if you will do, right, it will start executing, and what actually it will do, you can see the volume got created. Now if you want to see that, right, go to the catalog, go to the data div, go to the default. You can see one practical volume got created. This is the volume. So you can see, right, in default we have a volume. So in a catalog, in a DB, we can create a tables also, and we can create a volume also. So table we generally use it for the structured data, but volume generally we use if you have any kind of the files. Suppose you have a JSON file, arrow file, CSV file, or suppose you have a image file, audio file. So if you want the same kind of the flexibility what we have for the table in a Unity catalog, you want it for any kind of the files, then generally we use a volume. So this is the volume we have created. A practical, click on this. This is the volume got created. Under this volume what actually we can do, we can upload any kind of the files. So you can create a directory also. Click on the create directory. Let's suppose I want to create a directory for the machine learning. I want to create a one directory so that now machine learning related files we can store into this particular volume. So I have created a one volume machine learning. Similarly I will create one more directory, and that is for our raw file. So I'll give the name as a raw. So all the raw file we can store. Similarly for the finance, for the HR, all the department you can create a different directory, and there you can upload a file. Suppose for machine learning, if you want to upload any files here, click on the upload to this volume, click on the browse, and you can browse the file. So I'll go to the download. This is the image I want to upload. Click on the upload. After that what will happen, you can see the image got uploaded. Similarly if you want to upload any kind of the file, right, suppose in a raw folder I want to upload an CSV or JSON file, click on the browse, click on the any kind of the files. So let me select the JSON file, click on the upload. You can see JSON file got uploaded. Similarly if you want to upload any other file, suppose CSV file, that also you can upload. Click on the upload. So any kind of the file you can upload. Now you can see whatever the flexibility we were having for the tables, right, whatever the data governance, whatever the access control we had for the tables, right, now we also have for the volume. Like this actually we can upload the files, and whoever you want to give access, suppose you want to give only for this folder, you can give this folder access. Only for this particular image you want to give access, that also you can do. Means all the governance related stuff you can handle from a Unity catalog itself. So this is how actually we can create a file and we can do that. And now we have understand how to create a manage volume. Now if you want to create a external volume, so what is the difference between the manage volume and external volume, that also we'll understand. So let me open, this is the file, right? So as of now we have seen like how to create a manage volume. How to create a manage volume? Create volume and the volume name you have to give. In this case what will happen? Volume will be created. Now what is a manage volume? Manage volume means whatever the files we will upload, right, that will upload into the Databricks storage only. And if you are dropping this volume, how actually you can drop it? Drop volume and the volume name, whatever the volume name. If you will execute this, if you will execute this command, in this case what will happen? Whatever the files you have uploaded in a Databricks, right? So as we have created a manage volume, so in a Databricks only all the files are stored. Now if you are dropping this, then the files also will be deleted. So that is the thing you have to remember. Now what is the external volume? In the case of the external volume, what you have to write? Create volume and the volume name you have to give. As well you also have to pass the location. You also have to pass the location where you want to store. Suppose I want to store into this particular location. I want to store into the external storage. Suppose I want to store into this particular ADLS location. So like this we have also have to pass the location. In this case what will happen? If you will create this kind of the volume, right, this is an external volume, because the external location also we are providing. Here we have to give the create external volume something, external, create external volume and the volume name. Create external volume and the volume name, and the location you have to pass. Now in this case what will happen? If you are dropping this volume also, right, in this case what will happen? Your file will still available into a location, only the volume will be deleted. So that is the difference you have to remember. In the case of the manage, if you are dropping the volume, then the file also will be deleted, but in the case of the external volume, your files will be available in your ADLS location, but your volume will be dropped. So that is the difference you have to remember. I hope you got the idea how to create a volume, how to upload a volume, and these are the stuff. Yeah, that's it in this. Thanks.